Hello, Luminaires. How is everybody doing today? I hope you're well. My name is Jamie Butler. I am a medium. I've been doing this work for over 30 years globally. I'm extremely passionate about teaching and sharing my experiences to help normalize the woo-woo out there. So it's not woo-woo, it's true. And today we're going to be doing trance channeling to give to you June's energy update for 2023. My guide, Maitland, is going to come through. For you Luminaires who have met her, you understand her, you know her. She is young and she is youthful. She is funny and silly. And if you are looking for spiritual content that has that in it, you're in the right place. If you're expecting something a little bit more mature and, just aligned, that it might feel silly to you. But Maitland has this incredible way of taking really difficult topics and just honing in on them and giving them to you in a very digestible way, which I certainly appreciate. Today, she's going to be talking to you about which chakras are going to be challenged, supported, and needed for the month of June, and talk about the crystals, bed grids, as well as essential oil, and now animal or spirit animal for the month. Which this month is not my favorite, so just stay tuned about what that is.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like, I'm done when she was telling me about it. I was like, I'm good. You just tell everybody else about it. I'm all right.
Usually you've given me a little insight before we start, and I have nothing. I have nothing this month.
Shared anything.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I can't believe we're coming into June. For those of you who are looking to really just expand your awareness around your own intuitive and psychic abilities, I do have my series coming up, and there are 4 of them. And we have 2 starting in July, 2 starting in August. The one starting in July is Compassionate Communication, which is a 6-month series. It just helps you connect to the language that you're using, help you become less triggered, more attuned to emotions and needs, rather than listening to the words that are being shared. This is so extremely useful when you're communicating with spirit or finding your spiritual path. I also have a new series coming out. It is Building Relationships with Your Loved Ones in Spirit. So if you have a loved one that's in spirit, we're going to direct all of the time specifically to you, reconnecting and building that relationship with them and communicating with them. Then in August, I have 2 other series starting up, and these are the Perceiving and Reading Energy. If you're someone who just has a knack for being aware of subtle light energy, but you really want to perceive it and know the information that's coming from it, sign up for this class. I think it's great for everybody out there. It's so much fun. You'll get to know yourself very intimately and how you manage energy relationships. And then the last one is more of the advanced. It is the Approaching Trance Channeling. So trance channeling is something that I'm going to be doing today, where I will let Maitland come into my body and speak to you directly about the information in June. If you are interested in understanding or learning channeling, even trance channeling, this Approaching Trance Channeling series is for you. And we do have the links below in the description. So if you felt like that was too fast of a touchstone for you, you can go there and just check them out. You can always go to the website, jamiebutlermedium.com. I would love that. And if you find today's energy update beneficial to you and you really like it and it's resonating with you, please share it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We go live all the time and we have discussions with spirit and with you, and we just kind of bring this material, this woo-woo material that was done in air quotes if you're not looking at the screen, and just bringing it into a normalized day-to-day conversation, as I love doing this for you. Okay, I'm not going to keep you much longer. I will say that I have the wonderful Colleen Ziegler in-house, and she is off camera.
Hi, everyone.
There she is. And she's going to be helping to read and speak if you have questions about the topic at hand. We don't mind the engagement. Just put your fingers to the keyboard, Luminaires. Let us know what you are needing to know more of, and Colleen will engage with Maitland and get that information to you. If you're practicing already seeing energy and you would like to do this now, whether you are live with me or watching the recording, you can look between my shoulder and my ear, just kind of in the air, not necessarily at the wall, loosely. relax your body, keep your eyes open, no blinking, and see if you can tune into the light show. As you're doing that, I'm going to take a nice deep breath and ask Colleen if I have covered everything, because staying alert and hitting fine-tuned points before trance channeling is quite the challenge for me. We do good?
I think you did good.
We did
Yes.
good. We're ready for this. Bring it on, June. Okay. All right, right about here. Take care, everyone. I push down to the toes, and I push into the fingers, and then I push out to the shoulders, and then I go pop, and I pop into the head. That's that's what I did this time. Hi, everybody. My name is Maitland, Maitland, and I'm 9 years old. I don't need to be 9 years old. I choose to be 9 years old because I like it a lot, and I like giving you information from a very innocent and very youthful viewpoint. And that is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about June's energy update. If you were with me for May, I called May like dynamic because it was. Did you like the little roller coaster it gave to you? It was like click, click on your seatbelt and just enjoy and stay in your body. There's not so much of a seatbelt needed for June. It's a little bit kinder, but it's very interesting. So it's going to require maybe some of your intellect and your personality to stay more alert and aware and blend in more with your spiritual belief systems. So I broke June down into like 3 parts. And I'll call June like bringing your dreams in. So you can already sense that it's very lofty, and the frequencies that are coming in are even higher, and they're steady. And it's the action of bringing them in. And the action part is very much your responsibility. And it's going to require you to stay extremely grounded and like kind of human in the system. So you don't have to be someone who's already super advanced into their spiritual awakening or path to really benefit from what June is doing. And so the first part of June is kind of scattered energy. It's like if you take, I don't know if you ever played with them, but it was a drum, and it's on a stick, and it's very little. It looks like a lollipop, and it has little strings and little beads to it, and you could swing it, and it'd go boom, 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 and it would swing, and it just looked like it was scattered, but yet there was a rhythm to it. There was purpose. That's what the beginning of June is like. And then we get into kind of around the 11th or the 12th of June, and we get into the more of the follow the rules. But it's going to be following the rules that support your belief systems. It's very different than the old rules. And then we get into the latter half of June, and it's more of like, do the right thing for you. It's got a very strong masculine energy. And the last 2 phases of June, they don't just last for a few days or a few weeks. They last several long months. And I'll talk about that. So at the beginning of the June, that's funny. You start off, with a full moon, June and moon. I didn't realize that rhymed. Okay. So you start off with this full moon. That's what's giving you this scattered energy and this energy release. And it's kind of like the rhythm of the drum, which can make a people a little like intoxicated and, dare I say, a little wild. When at night, just imagine like you're by the fire, the fire, and it's late at night and the moon is full and somebody's drumming. I don't know if you've ever had an experience like that, but it kind of brings out this tribalness inside of you, and you get a little like, and this energy will kind of keep you awake a little bit. It'll just make you a little sleepless. So if you're having a hard time falling asleep at the beginning, just understand not to really let it trigger you to kind of think of something as wrong or something bad is about to happen, but to like pull forward your intuitive self, your psychic abilities, to connect to the everything is okay. It's just this scattered energy with the full moon is pulling it up from the earth. It's almost like you're thinking, um, stuff might go wrong and I need to prep for that, but I want you to stay strong in exactly who you are and don't waver from who you are. And then when this full moon energy is over, you realize everything is good. Everything is peachy. That's a Georgia State joke. Okay, so it's going to be there. It's going to pull up some energies. And for women, this month, the full moon, it is more aligned to feminine energy. And for those of you who are introverts, what it will feel like is that you have more strength and more ability to show yourself and get out there and say exactly what you need to do. And for those of you who are already extroverts, you're going to have twice as much as that. And other people are going to go, wow, I think she might be a little crazy or a little wild. But when they stop to look at what you're saying and what you're doing, that has great purpose. Like it's just not thrown to the wind. You're not just being crazy to blow off steam. Like you're bringing that crazy strong energy to the table to create change that supports the whole, not just the portion or a few people's voices. I mean, the whole, which is a little bit of a theme for June. Because when we get into around like the 10th, 11th, and 12th, we get this energy that's like, you need to follow the rules. We're coming out of a very creative phase, and this isn't going to stay long. The following the rules feeling is going to stay a little bit through like the beginning of November, end of October. So it's starting now because we've had all this creativity and we've stretched our arms and we've opened up our hearts and we're starting to see what we align with, but the rules don't fit it. And so now we're reorganizing, and you are reorganizing within yourself and setting new rules, new boundaries, new standards, new foundation because we grew. And we're going to witness that globally from mid June to like end of October, beginning of November, how people are and governments are restructuring and writing down new laws, new rules for you to follow. But the nice thing is that they support the collective. They're going to support everybody involved, which I like a lot. And this is going to challenge your solar plexus. So your chakra that's going to be challenged this month is the solar plexus, because you want to be able to express what your belief systems are so that you understand if you can follow the rules or if you appreciate the rules or how to speak up against kind of the structures that are being presented and be a voice for change. So this is the phase that you are the change that you want to see in the world. Because when we come off of it, at the end of October-ish, these rules are set in place, and then we're going to go back into creativity mode again, and we're going to sense all over. And creativity supports imagination, which supports intuition, which supports your psychic skills, which supports your belief systems. Like it's all just bundled up right there in it. So this phase is going to challenge the solar plexus. And I want you to be able to not be ego inflamed and, get the sensation that you need to be a very strong I am here. I have these thoughts, because you might be challenged by the new foundation, new boundaries, new rules. So you come into the I. So to help you keep the challenged solar plexus in check, I'm choosing Lepidolite crystal to pair with your solar plexus. Notice that the Lepidolite is not yellow. It is purple. It is its complementary color, which is like its astral energy frequency. So we're giving its astral energy into the solar plexus, which keeps it even keel, keeps it balanced, keeps it from blowing up. And so it helps you stay calm. And Lepidolite is really good at looking at the mental body and the emotional body and going, ooh, this is a lot. And we just want to ease this on down so that you can gently look at what you need to and help yourself. So you definitely want to grab your Lepidolite this month and maybe even keep it around close to your body or close to your bed through the months at the end of October, like through the next several months. Then we get into the latter part of June, and this is kind of like the strong energy. So I call strong energy positive current energy. It's like the sun, and it relates more to like the father energy. It's do the right thing, but it's do the right thing for you. So you notice how some of the words like follow the rules can feel very 3D human and very trapping, but it's follow the new rules that have supported new boundaries, new foundations, and the collective. And then we have do the right thing, which that sounds very 3D human and that can be very entrapping, like follow what I think is right so that you get my praise. But it's not that. Do the right thing for you. And so you're really going to have to look at these like internal questions that I would love for you to ask yourself. June gives plenty of space for a lot of spiritual activity for you to stay in alignment with you and your beliefs. And so these questions are, am I who I really say I am? Am I walking my talk? Am I hiding from something? Am I living in like a fantasy world? Am I um, am I disconnected, disassociated from myself to manage something else? So June is a wonderful like mental health moment. And this energy at the end of June, it's actually like the 17th, 18th where it starts to happen. It goes all the way to like mid-December. So this mental health and this questioning of betterment in the mental body is coming forward and shaping up so nicely. And if you've been alive on earth for like this year, you have seen in the news some of the saddest and uncomprehendable things happening with people who are expressing their mental unhealth and their mental imbalance. And it's really just a sign showing that some of these new rules that need to be put in place can be around supporting mental health and identifying mental health check-ins and helping those seek healthy mental bodies and thought processes. And it's connecting that with the emotions that's so powerful. So you're coming into this phase, and humanity is going to be very happy about this, coming to the end of 2023. So with this, checking in with your spiritual belief systems and understanding what spiritual or high frequency activities do you do that helps you stay in alignment with your belief systems? Like, is that journaling? Is it meditation? Is it yoga? Is it chanting, drumming? Is it eating healthy food? Is it exercise? Like, what is it that helps you get back into your body and in alignment? Is it breath work? Like, I want you to know these things because June is saying, let's put it into action. And let's not just make it some video that you listen to and, mark on your calendar, like these are the frequencies coming up. But to say, okay, this is going to be part of my rhythm and part of my lifestyle. And in this, June's energy is supporting the crown chakra. And the crown chakra is the violet energy. It's the highest frequency that your physical body works with to maintain its health. And it's outside of the physical body by 2 finger widths. And it sits right there. And it helps you with your belief systems. It helps you with faith. It helps you with your spiritual connection. It is the bridge from 3D, which is here in your body, the third eye, to 5D, which is the higher consciousness chakra that is above the crown. So we have this bridge energy happening, and it's going to be stretched out again to like mid-December of this year. So to support the crown chakra and getting to know your belief systems, I am choosing selenite. That's a big chunk. It's a big chunk. But you can get tumbled pieces like this one right here. And size doesn't matter when we're dealing with crystals. I would show you the Lepidolite example, but Jamie doesn't have any, so I want that to be on her to purchase list because she needs it. But it has a purple hue, and that one's for the solar plexus this month that's being challenged. And the selenite is for the violet crown chakra, and it is white. And selenite is this intuition booster. It's like the flashlight that comes in and goes, oh, we're going to put some light on this so you know that this is what you're aligned with and that you're attracted to this. It brings you a lot of ease. It does reduce, stressors and anxieties, things of that nature. I love having this around your bed at all times, especially if you're seeking to grow your psychic abilities or, broaden your intuitive abilities. Selenite is the one that you want to keep with you. And we'll talk about it again when we talk about our bed gridding. But going back to June, we have at the beginning the scattered released energy where the women will uprise and create change. And then we get into around the 10th or 11th to 12th, where it's the follow the rules, but it's the new set of rules that's been based on this creativity and this renaissance energy that we've been experiencing on Earth. And then we get into the last half, which is do the right thing, but it's do the right thing for you. And so in doing the right thing for you, you're also going to need to stay very grounded and to know who you are and to stay in place, because often doing the right thing might not be acceptable to the system that you're in. It might be confusing to the community that you have surrounding you, or even might be disappointing to your sweetheart or your spouse. And so it will require you to stay extremely grounded and ask those questions. Am I who I really say I am? Am I walking my talk? Am I being me? And in that, I'm going to say that your earth chakra at the bottom of your feet is the one that is needed the most. It is so needed the most. I am going to bet that chocolate sales are going to go up from mid-June through the end of December. And I wish there was a way that you could track that, because chocolate is such a good way to stay grounded. I think people are naturally going to be attracted to it. So it'd be fun to see it. And the crystal that I chose to support your root chakra is Smoky Quartz. And Smoky Quartz is gentle. All of the crystals that I've chosen for this month are gentle. They're not punchy and strong. So you can keep them around you and you're not going to feel, for you who are really highly sensitive, you're not going to feel too much like you need to take a break from them. You can keep them with you and it's nice and soft. And one of the things that I like about Smoky Quartz is that you can keep it in your car and it helps you with the road rage. So Smoky Quartz likes to look at these emotions like anger, rage. Oh gosh, I can't think of any more. There's so many of them. It's those emotions that go like, those. And it takes those and it goes, whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing? Come here. Let me hold you. It's okay. Come here. And it just talks to them and it holds it and it gives your mental body a moment to go, what's happening? What am I doing? Am I who I really say I am? Am I presenting my spiritual integrity like how I talk that I have them? And so Smoky Quartz will help slow down flare up triggers so that you can take them and decompress and stay very present and grounded, which is what you're going to need. So when you are doing your bed grid, you're going to want to take your selenite, your smoky quartz, put them together, your lepidolite, and put them together. So you'll need 4 pieces of each stone, and that's 3 stones, 12 in total. No, that's 16 in total. Wait, how do I do math? 3, 3, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is 12. So 4 smoky quartz. And you can replace your black tourmaline for this month. Let your black tourmaline take a break. If you have that around your bed already, because that is a very common baseline stone to put around your bed. And you can replace it with your smoky quartz and your selenite and your lepidolite. And what happens in a bed grid is when you have crystals that are in proximity to each other, they communicate just like trees do, just like plants do, just like people do. And those frequencies communicate and they create this like little electromagnetic field, and it's very soft. And what's nice is when you get into your bed, which is what I like to call church, your place of worship, because it is where you go to find yourself, to rest, to rebuild, which is similar to how people experience their church. It's like they're a temple. And you get into bed and you have your 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, whoever you are, and you sleep in those frequencies, and it helps rewire how your energetic body is working. So around your bed for the month of June, smoky quartz, selenite, and lepidolite. And for those of you who want to use essential oils to help you align with the frequencies of, bringing your dreams to life, I have 2, because I told Jamie that if I put lavender in one, I know some luminaires can't use lavender. So I did 2 recipes. The simplest recipe is lavender and bergamot. And you have 4 drops of lavender and 3 drops of bergamot. And you put that in your diffuser and you turn it on. And it is wonderful. And it will help you with that. I'm dreamy, but I'm embodying it. And now I'm expressing it with who I am. So it's lofty and a little grounding. And I like bergamot because it makes you really happy. So the second essential oil recipe, if you're allergic to lavender, is bergamot. You can do 3 drops of bergamot, and then 1 drop of lime, 1 drop of grapefruit, and then 1 drop of lang lang. If you don't like lang lang, use cinnamon bark. And that's going to help you kind of keep everything up and lifted in the dream state, like alpha brainwave happiness, but grounded. Like the cinnamon bark and the lang lang is what helps you keep it active in your body, which will also help you want to do those actions in your spiritual practice to keep you checking in to make sure that you're doing the right thing by you. I'm telling you, get your yoga class going, get your meditations going, your chanting, your breathing, your journaling, your writing, your good food recipes, your exercise, whatever it is that keeps you uplifted and bright, do it. And these crystals that we mentioned and how your chakras are going to be engaged with the energy, all will help you stay on path, as well as the essential oils. And then lately we've been picking a spirit animal for the month. And when I picked the spirit animal, Jamie got up out of meditation and walked away. She walked away. She goes, "No, thank you." She says, "I'm good."
Is it a spider?
It is a spider.
That's the only thing I can think of that. Yeah.
It's a spider.
I know Jamie.
So the spider, if you're having dreams with the spider or you're noticing the spider in the month of June, which normally like the spiders kind of come out in the fall time and things of that nature. But if you're seeing them now, Take some time to say hi and to be with them and show respect, because they're showing you that sign that you are weaving your dreams together and you're creating your path. It's a fearless path. It's a strong path. Because when we get into mid-June and there's, that the energies that are coming in mid-June, you're going to find leaders that rise up. With those new rules being made, somebody's making them. And you're going to find speakers and leaders that stand up with this fearless energy, and they know they need to make a change. And they are going to make the change for the collective. And I want to remind you, collective means everyone. And I know that's hard sometimes to make your brain understand it. It's not just for people who believe this way, or people who act this way, or people who look this way, or people who have this in common. It is people, collective, mass conscious collective. And to do that, a lot of rules are going to have to shift, because there's a lot of rules in places that claim to protect groups, but really it's keeping them in isolation. And in redoing this, it is going to help the mental health of people on Earth at this time. So this is what's brewing in June, and it's going to ripple out through the end of the year. And I'm very excited for it. And the spider energy just shows you it's happening. It's happening for you. We're going to take your dreams and we're weaving them in a strong way. And spiders bring in a lot of wisdom. In fact, even though they look to some people a little scary and not as cute as I think they are, because they're fuzzy and they got all these kind of eyes, they have a lot of feminine energy and feminine wisdom. So it's earth wisdom coming in through the spider. And so that is the June energy update. And I wanted to know if there were any questions about the content, or if I need to share in depth a little bit more so that you can connect and understand it more.
Well, I'm curious. I have some questions for you,
Okay.
but I also have some curiosity around. So before we started, Jamie said she wasn't a big fan of this month's energy update. And then you came on and you just made it all sweet.
She wasn't a fan of it because of the spiders.
Is that what it is? So
Maybe
she
because
just went there because of the spiders?
Yep. She was like, I'm done. I don't want to see them.
And so Amy's asking, are you sugarcoating things, Maitland? And that's what I was trying to ask too, Amy.
Sugarcoating it, no. The energy is really, really big. Now, the people who are gathered here are already on their spiritual path. And if you're here because you're interested, then you're on your spiritual path. For those who aren't seeing the bigger, broader picture, they're going to have one tough time. But that's not you. You guys have been practicing seeing and holding the bigger picture.
So it's kind of a common theme that's been running the past several months, as you've been saying that
Yeah.
the division is going to increase, and the people having a challenging time, it's just going to get even more challenging.
It's true all through the rest of the year. And for those of you who are, and it's not even on a spiritual path, it's staying open and curious. The curiosity is such an important frequency. When you stop doing that, it's hard. So when somebody tells you, matter of fact, something, and you don't align with it, it's not, you don't give an aggression back. You go, oh, that's curious. Tell me more about why you connect to that. And it's incredible what you gain from putting out that frequency. So for those of you who are not putting out that frequency, it is going to be a little rough. And honestly, she didn't like the energy update because of the spiders, because she said if I start showing her a lot of spiders, that she's not going to be happy with me. And I told her I wasn't going to do that.
And we're about to travel again. And spiders often show up when we travel. And
You're
we're going
going
to a place with big spiders.
You're going to Bali where the spiders are big enough to drive a car. So of course she's going to see them, but don't tell her that.
Well, Thank you.
Okay.
So thank you for the clarity on that.
Okay.
And then we have some questions about the economy, if you want to touch on that a bit. There was a question about if it's a good month to invest in Bitcoin.
Nope, it's still really volatile. But if you want to invest in something, invest in gold. It's low right now. Gold is more stable. Silver is my second option, but I would say I would look at gold right now and invest in the kind that you can purchase and hold and keep for yourself. And there's all different kinds of levels. You don't need to buy a big bar, but you can buy. It looks like a credit card, and they're called like chips, and that can be resold later to get your investments back. I think the scary thing for the American economy and other countries soon to follow very very fast is that it's turning into a cashless environment, and they're doing that so that the government can track your spending and make sure that they are appropriately taxing everything that you're doing so that they can have more income for their causes. And a lot of their causes aren't really supporting the collective. So there's still a lot of room for the government to kind of collapse in North America and United States. That's the most appropriate thing to say, United States. So I would say keeping your cash on hand is not going to devalue it amongst the people, but to put your cash back the system in the far future might seem a little odd, and you won't want to do that. And there is going to be a more popular trade system amongst people where it won't involve money, and it won't really involve cash trade. So that's all unfolding. You don't really need to think about it now. I would just look at investing in things that aren't really dollar oriented, such as some of the stocks. If you're doing stocks, I would focus on building. So solar panels, solar, what do you call them? Skins, where you can put them on windows, and you can even put them on your vehicle, and they create power for the engine or for whatever you need. And then especially water purification. There's a new system coming out globally that is going to purify ocean water in a way where there's not a lot of omissions. So it's called emissions, pollution emissions. And so that's going to be really popular, and you can invest in that and your money will grow.
Thank you, Maitland. We have some comments that I would say reload the page if it's breaking up, because it's clear.
Oh, no.
It's clear on my end, and I'm on a different computer than you are. So just try to reload the page. And then we had a question about what is the best day to connect with spirit.
Well, if you are of female frequencies and energies, meaning that is what you align to the most, and if you are that, then I would ride that full moon, because it's a little chaotic and before, and I would say through an easier placement to communicate with spirit. Ding.
Thank you. I didn't see any other questions.
This
And
has
we can
been
wrap
so
it up.
much fun. Thank you so much
Thank
for letting
you.
me come here and explore the energy that's coming to Earth for the month of June. And I really hope this helps you stay more in tune with your frequencies. That is why we come here, and that is why we talk about this, because we want you guys to feel your own power and be in relationship rather than feeling like you're surviving or you're struggling or working with. We want you to have relationships with this energy coming in. Definitely get your spiritual practices down. Peace. And I will see you in next week for more in-depth conversation on the crystals, on the chakras. We can even talk more about the spiders. And that is for the YouTube members, the middle. So if you are a JBM YouTube membership, then that class is available, as well as many other like really fun exclusive content that we give the Luminaire members. So I'll see you there. If not, I will catch you next month for July. I'll see you later, alligators.
After wild crocodile,
I'll see you soon, baboon.
we have a new one, arigato, little gecko.
Arigato, little gecko. Oh, you have to say it like that. Arigato, little gecko. It kind of rhymes. I like it because I like saying arigato.
See you on the moon, little loon.
Oh, this is great. I'll
It's
see
nice
you
to
on
have
the
new
moon.
ones.
Oh, I like the sound of the loon. It's like
It's very calming.
isn't it?
Mhm.
It can be sad, but it also can be like the sound of like a cello or a violin where it can bring out other emotions besides that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You guys win.
How about take a hand glider, spider? Glider, spider. I'm having a challenging time rhyming these.
Nope, I don't know about that one. But I'll blow you a kiss, jellyfish. And I'll see you in the morning, unicorn, for anybody who needs my help. You just let me know. Bye, everybody. Bye, Loomies.
Bye, Maitland.
Take care.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I can't wait to see those that are coming to the Approaching Trance Channeling in-person weekend. So if you've taken the Approaching Trance Channeling series online with Jamie, then we're going to do a weekend together in August, and I'm going to be there. And I'll get to see you. We're going to work together. We're going to have so much fun. I'm so excited about that. I'm sorry. I was
That's
trying to say
okay.
goodbye, but I got really
That's
excited.
all right.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
Maitland.
You're welcome. Bye. It's too exciting.